between now and then, we have a bajillion family get-togethers, holiday parties, things at the kids' school, kids' functions. It just goes on and on, right? It goes on and on. So I want to remind you all of a couple things with Thanksgiving coming tomorrow, first of all. One, I was thinking that I could post here a whole bunch of healthy Thanksgiving recipes. And I could, but you could also just Google that and get lots of healthy Thanksgiving recipes. So I'm not going to post that here. And the main reason I'm not going to post that is because I want you to have a more balanced understanding that all of those Thanksgiving foods, they're really not that bad for you. So what? You have some mashed potatoes. I eat potatoes all of the time. Maybe your potatoes have lots more butter in them at Thanksgiving, but it's really not that bad. Neither is turkey. Neither is really stuffing or green beans. None of it is that bad. I think what really gets bad about Thanksgiving and about Christmas is this feast mentality. And it's the same mentality as when we go on vacation and we're like, I paid for this. I worked really hard. I packed and I planned and I deserve this. And so I'm going to eat a whole bunch because I'm on vacation or because it's Thanksgiving. And that's the mentality that is going to get you into a little bit of trouble. But even if that is your mentality, I don't encourage that mentality. I encourage you much more to have a normal plate of food and just enjoy a normal plate of food. And if it's not the best food, then that's fine. It's just one plate of food. But if you are going to have that feast mentality and you want to have all of the things tomorrow, then okay, just make a decision that is what you are going to do. This is what you want. You're going to have that feast mentality. You're going to eat lots of good stuff tomorrow and be okay with it. You see, that's really the secret, right? You don't need to restrict yourself into craziness tomorrow. And if you don't want to have nice, normal portions and you want to go crazy tomorrow, go crazy tomorrow. The secret in going crazy is don't let it fuck up your mind the day after tomorrow, right? So you wake up on Friday and get right back to the appropriate amount of calories for your goals and the appropriate macro splits for your goals and the appropriate workouts and exercises for your goals, right? So don't let tomorrow fuck with your head. If you want to eat crazy and have fun, go right ahead and do that. Just get right back on the gravy train because here's what's going to happen. There is a statistic rolling around out there that the average American gains 2 pounds between Halloween and Christmas. And if you do that every year, then within 10 years, you are 20 pounds heavier. So I am 38 years old. If I did that for 10 years, I'm going to wake up, be 48 years old, and be 20 pounds heavier. 20 pounds heavier. Just from that month and a half of time, month and 3 weeks of time, right? So it is important that you stay on track. It really is. If you want to have a big meal tomorrow and have a good time with that, fine. Don't let it fuck with your head and have a good time. But it is very important that you get back on track for the rest of the holiday until Christmas. So then what do we do if we have a million things to go to? Lots of family events, lots of kids things. What do you do at that point? Okay. You have to get real with yourself. I can't tell you to go enjoy all of those events, full steam, eat whatever you want to, and like it's not going to make a difference. It is going to make a difference. You have to get real with yourself about what you want. Does that mean you have to be super restricted? No. So here's some things you can do. You can eat before you go to these parties and these events so you're not super duper hungry. If you are going to eat, just have lots of veggies and lots of protein. And then you can have your carbs at these events because most of the time these events are carb heavy and it's difficult to find healthy protein and lots of veggies, right? You could allow yourself one treat at these events instead of all of the treats. You could do a double workout. It's not the easiest thing to do, but you could work out longer to burn more calories to make it okay to have this other food. Now, you don't need to do this every day, right? Like I just said, enjoy Thanksgiving. Have it be a one-off, get back on track the next day. Enjoy Christmas Eve, enjoy Christmas Day. Have those be one-offs, get right back on track. But you can't enjoy, and by enjoy, I mean go off the fucking rails and do whatever you want with your food. You can't do that every single day or for every single event between now and New Year's, or you will be heavier. And maybe it will only be 2, 3, 4 pounds heavier, right? But that shit adds up. And 4 pounds heavier, your pants will fit different when you are 4 pounds heavier. And if you do that every year, oh, girlfriend, you're going to be big real quick, right? That's going to add up and be very, very shitty very quickly for you. And then you got to lose all that weight. So you need to look at your calendar. You need to decide which events am I going to go all out and lose my shit and have a good time and not care, and which events am I going to plan ahead. I'm going to eat beforehand. I'm going to drink lots of water while I'm there. And if you're uncomfortable drinking water, or if you're uncomfortable not holding a drink, then order a club soda with lemon. Nobody knows what you're drinking. They don't care. And when everyone else is 2, 3, 4 drinks in, they don't even fucking notice, right? So alcohol is a big contributor to calories at this time of year. If you feel uncomfortable not drinking, then order a club soda. Or if you're gonna drink, have vodka and club soda. So there's no other calories in there. If you're gonna have wine, I know a lot of ladies who have white wine and they'll mix it with a spritzer, like a low calorie, like a LaCroix or something. So it's kind of a bubbly white wine, and it has more volume to it. So plan when you're going to do that, and when you're going to rein it in, and when you're going to lose your mind. I promise you, with a little bit of planning, the holidays are super simple to get through nutritionally, and you will not gain a ton of weight. However, if you do not make a plan and you just go to every single event and you're hungry and you haven't thought it through properly, and you don't know which events you're going to allow yourself to eat more and which events you need to rein it back in, then it's going to be really hard for you. And you will come out of this after New Year's Eve a little bit bigger, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 pounds, but it shit adds up. And it's going to be harder for you in January, right? So let's do the holidays the right way. So to recap, how do we do the holidays the right way? We enjoy ourselves on certain days. We pick the days that we're going to lose our shit and just do whatever we want and not even think about it. And then we don't let us get that down the next day. We hop right back on our plan of our appropriate calories and exercise to do what we need to do to move forward and keep our progress. And then we look at the rest of our schedule and our calendar, and we decide which events do I need to eat beforehand? Which events am I going to drink a little bit at? And how am I going to keep those calories of alcohol in moderation? Which events can I maybe bring something to eat that is healthier, that I know I can eat, and I won't be so tempted by all those other calories? So again, I can post healthy holiday recipes, blah, 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 fine. But, at the end of the day, if you just make sure that you are not going off the rails every single time, and that when you are out at events, you're keeping your protein levels high, you are making an attempt, at least, to rein in your carbohydrates. That includes alcohol carbohydrates, and you are eating beforehand and drinking water while you are out with your food and your alcohol. All of those things will make the holidays so much easier, and you will not come out of this way heavier than now, or even a couple pounds heavier. Why? What the fuck? We're gonna work for 10 months of the year to fucking mess it all up in 2 months? That's stupid. Let's figure out ways that we can keep it together. We can enjoy ourselves and keep it together. Both those things are possible, I promise you. If you have more questions on how to do this, please hit me up via Messenger, and I will gladly support your process and give you more advice on how to get through the holiday season and not gain weight. So enjoy your Thanksgiving. Go off the fucking rails. It's one day. It's fine. Okay? Bye, guys.